Hi, I'm Bella, and in my life, there are a lot of people that I look up to, but one in particular who has helped me to be who I am today and to not care what people think about me is Brene Mathern. Some of you may know her. She graduated from Covenant in 2019, but this all kind of started in middle school. And in middle school, I was bullied a lot. I tried to be this person that everyone wanted me to be. Instead of making myself happy, I tried to make everyone else happy. And I didn't do anything about it. I just let this bullying happen, and I just didn't tell anybody about it. And I was just really not happy. And then 8th grade came, and at this time I was super excited to try out for varsity cheer until towards the end of my 8th grade year. My granny passed away. This really hurt me a lot, and it was just a rough time in my life and my family's life. And I was just filled with regrets, and I was just, again, not happy, and I just wasn't myself. And I didn't tell anybody. I just kept it all built up inside until cheer tryouts came, and I ended up going. And I was really nervous. And right before I walked into the sanctuary tryout, Brene was standing by the door, and she could tell I was nervous, and I'm sure everyone else could. But she told me something before I went in that has stuck with me through all these years. She told me to just go in there and be myself. And that meant a lot because people always tell you, go in there, fake it. Just pretend to be happy. Don't be nervous. Just pretend, just fake it. But Brene didn't tell me that. She told me to be myself and just be happy and do the best that I know I could do. So then I ended up making it, and practices over the summer started, and camp came around, and we just got closer. I mean, the whole team did, but I started to realize that I wanted to be like her. I started looking up to her more and more. She was just so loving and caring, and even if you weren't her best friend, she was always there to listen or just to be nice. Like if you needed someone to talk to, she was always there. And that was what I wanted to be like. I wanted to be just like her. So then my freshman year started, and again, I was just not myself. I was better, but I still just kept everything built up, and I never really talked to anybody about anything. I just wasn't as happy as it could have been. But Brene was always there. If I was having a bad day, she'd ask me what had happened. If I was sad, she'd give me a hug and tell me how much she cared about me. And that meant a lot because even though I felt like nobody cared or wanted to listen, Brene did care and did listen to me. And it also helped me get through my freshman year because obviously I was nervous for some reason, but it was helpful because this senior cared about me and I was a freshman, and you're always nervous and scared about what the older kids are gonna think about you and if they're gonna like you or if you're gonna be made fun of, or at least that's what I kept thinking of. But Brene didn't. She liked me and actually was my friend, and we ended up becoming so close that she was like my sister at school. She's just helped me to be who I am today, and I thank God every day for putting her in my life. And I'm just very grateful to have such a great role model and to have somebody who has pushed me to be a better me. So
I'm Giambrone, and I'm going to be telling you about my hero. My hero, his name is Cass Revet. He's a friend of mine. I've been knowing him since I was 8 or 9. I don't know exactly how old I was. But we went to church together. That's kind of where we really became friends. we still go to church together. We still see each other. We still talk. But it was kind of more of a his neighbor plays soccer, and him and his neighbor are good friends. So like I'd be at his neighbor's house, and then he would come over, and then we started talking. And then obviously I started going to church with him. So that's kind of where our friendship developed. But the thing that makes Cass my hero is he's always been there for me. He's got a good walk with Christ. So if I'm ever struggling with a problem, I go to him, and he will guide me. He kind of leads me. He's ultimately the main factor, or I guess the main person, you could say, who led me in my walk to Christ, who led me to give my life to Christ. It was Cass. But like ever since we were young, like I remember going to sleepovers. We'd wake up at like 4:30 in the morning. We'd drag a little aluminum hull boat behind the four-wheeler to the crawfish pond. We'd go crawfish, and we'd get the crawfish. We'd bait it, and we'd go to the fish pond he's got, and we'd fish. Like, I guess we just always talk. We were always close. Like, I could always laugh with him. I could always make him laugh. We could always just be close, and we could always talk. And I think the thing that really just truly makes him my hero, I guess you could say my hero, just the person I look up to, is he's just, like, he lives his life to the best. Like, he's always making people happy. He's always there for people. And I've always just kind of wanted to be like him in a sense. And, you know, we're not, like, I guess we're not the friends that talk every week. Like, I haven't talked to him in a while, but like, we're still close. Like, every time we see each other, we still have that natural closeness. Like I said, he was the one who fully led me to Christ. Like, when I was struggling, like close to 2 years ago now-ish, he was there for me. He told me, like in this pain, it was, you're gonna face problems, but you will never ultimately be sad or have struggles in a sense with a life to Christ. And I fully gave my life to Christ 9th grade summer because of him. Really, he forced, well, not forced, but he was there for me to guide me, to pay attention in church and actually learn what was being taught, to comprehend it, not just to hear it, but to understand what it meant and live it out. And you know, me and him, like, not just in the sense of like my walk with Christ has he been my hero, but like when I was like 5th grade, I got a dirt bike, and he kind of taught me the basics of it. We would do trail riding. We'd go out to like Mississippi. We'd ride like 30 miles through the woods. It was actually quite fun. If you've never done it, I would highly recommend it, actually. And me and him, you know, we kind of bonded with that. We bonded with a lot of things, like fishing, all kinds of stuff, crawfishing, frogging. We bonded through all these things. And, you know, it's always with him, he makes it fun. But like, and then you can be serious with him. Like, he's serious, but he's also a good friend. He's funny. He's fun to be around. And then like now that I run cross country, like he runs cross country too. So it's like, you see him at a race, it's like, hey, good luck, or you could have done better if you would have done this, do this. I've ran with him a few times. Like he pushes me to really give my full, to give my best when it comes to anything I do. And that's what makes Cass Revet my person I look up to, I guess you could say.